Welcome in to Blake Street Ball. I am Tanner Schwint. That's Ben Shoemate. This is Luke Mullins.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us again for another edition of Blake Street Ball. This time we're talking contract extension, and we're not talking about Nolan Arenado. We're talking about German Marquez. Luke, sounds like the Rockies have got their guy.
Yeah, no, the Rockies are going all in. They signed Marquez, reported by Jeff Passan. He's being signed for 5 years, $43 million. Yep. This was a huge addition for the Rockies to add because, you know, he's going to be there through 2025 now. There is an opt-out clause in there, but for now he's going to be in there through 2025. And this is a huge move for the Rockies to make right now because if they would wait to the end of the season, I guarantee you he would have been a lot more expensive.
Well, and that's where I was just going to go with this, is that this signing is based on potential at this point. Right. Now, everything indicates that German Marquez is going to be a very good pitcher for a long time. Mm-hmm. But there is still a chance that he doesn't pan out. He's had some inconsistency problems. Do you have a problem with this signing at what they signed him for?
Absolutely not, because he's still making less than $10 million a year. So it's a huge bargain for the Rockies. I mean, it's a great signing all the way around.
And now I know, Ben, you've got high praise for German Marquez, and it's hard not to. And when you can throw your name up there, that a lot of people think that he is the best pitcher for the Colorado Rockies, and you've got Kyle Freeland on your staff, that's saying something. What are your thoughts on the signing?
I think it's brilliant. Anytime the Rockies can find a pitcher that can pitch at Coors Field, it's worth throwing money at him, no matter what. And this will hold him in the Rockies uniform until at least 2025, and that option you were talking about is a club option. What's interesting about it is it becomes a mutual option if Marquez finishes in the top 3 twice for Cy Young voting.
If that's happening, the Rockies have won a World Series. I'll just say that. If that happens.
The only scenario in which he can leave early out of that contract is if he pitches lights out for the Rockies, in which case, sweet, we got what we wanted out of him. Go somewhere else.
Well, no, that's exactly right, because we've all said that the Rockies, if they're going to win a World Series, it's in the next 3 years. This ensures that if he is what we think he can be, he's going to be wearing that purple.
Yeah, and I think this just helps to shape what the Rockies are going for. We lock up Nolan long-term. We lock up Charlie Blackmon long-term. We've locked up now Marquez long-term. These are going to be the 3 guys, and we still have Kyle Freeland through 2022 with service time. For the next few years, this is what the team's going to look like. And that should excite Rockies fans because this is a really good team. This isn't the 2013 where we signed a bunch of free agents and just went, let's see what happens. Like, we're putting a lot of thought into this, and we're assembling a really good team for a long time.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a Kyle Freeland extension sometime in the near future. Maybe it's not this year, but this is a guy who grew up here. This is a guy who you can tell just looking at him that he loves the Colorado Rockies. He has his whole life. I mean, he's got Rockies like tattoos on him, so
it'd be awkward if he went anywhere else.
Goes to the Dodgers. Yeah, I think
you've got the Rockies tattoos on you too, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's safe to say that he's going to be staying here for a long time as well. So this is going to be a good, strong core for a long time, and that's something Rockies fans can be really excited about.
So German Marquez again reportedly signing a 5-year, $43 million extension, so he can be a Rocky for some time to come. One other notable, kind of notable transaction that took place for the Colorado. Luke's laughing because if you followed us along the way, Ben Shoemate is in love with Mike Tauchman, and now Mike Tauchman is a New York Yankee.
Yeah, the Yankees are the farm team of the Rockies, I've now decided. We aren't the farm team of the Yankees. The Yankees are now our farm team because we're giving them our good players now because we gave them Mike Tauchman. So
I want you, if you haven't gone back, we had a video that we put up a couple of weeks ago talking about who's going to be the second baseman for the Colorado Rockies by year's end.
No, I didn't put him at second base. I put him in the outfield above somebody. I can't remember who.
The moral of the story is that Ben had Mike Tauchman starting on the Colorado Rockies. We like to give him a hard time, but no, he puts a lot of work into this. The Rockies just thought they had a little bit too much depth, and Ben's falling over there talking about Mike Tauchman. But
one thing, though, is the pitcher that we got back for Mike Tauchman looks really promising, a strong bullpen lefty. So
went to college with Kyle Freeland.
Yep.
That could be a good addition to the staff. Yeah. One thing that we'll talk about next time we catch up with you, if you haven't noticed, we're saying a lot of could be, looks like, maybe will be. Is the potential going to pan out for the Colorado Rockies? We'll tell you which players we think are going to hit, which ones might miss next time we catch up with you here on Blake Street Ball. For Ben Shoemate, this is Luke Mullins. I'm Tanner Schwint. We'll talk to you next time.
Hey guys, Ben Shumate from Blake Street Ball. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, what is wrong with you? I've been trying to figure out, and there is something morally and ethically wrong with you. So to fix that problem, subscribe right here. There is a link. Also, if you want to catch more on our terrible thoughts about the Rockies, there's a video here and here. You can watch those and comment below on how wrong we are. Yeah, if you're a Dodgers fan, we will be praying for you. So we will see you next time here on Blake Street Ball.